Hi, planner people. I want to share my planning system with you for people with businesses or side hustles, uh, other things besides a full time job and a life that you're trying to keep track of. One of the conversations that we have had in some of my groups is, how do you keep track of all of that in one planner? Have it with you when you're on the go. Have something at home. Have multiple planners because you can't track everything in one place. And I've come up with a system that is working really well, has been for a few months, so I'm ready to share it with you now that I'm really comfortable with it. So I want to get started with my planners. This one is my latest edition, so I'm going to set that aside and show you where we started. I love the Happy Planner. I really do. I love how customizable it is. I had it in this huge case. This is classic size. Really too big for my purse, so I was carrying it around all the time. But one of the things I am in school right now. And I am balancing my writing life, learning to market my books, which is what I'm going to school for, my full-time job, plus I do social media for different clients, building websites and getting them set up. So all of that was in here, plus my life, plus birthdays, plus everything. And what I found was I didn't really have to be carrying this around all the time. And it got cumbersome. And plus, I'm just going to show you an example of what it looked like. I mean, the chaos, it just wasn't working because it was like, this is a good month. March was just, or no, I'm sorry, May. Just, it was too much for me to track everything that I had going on. It became really, if you can see this, oh, well, that's not a good option. It just became too chaotic to track everything, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So what I figured out was, this is my business. I mean, technically, this is my business planner. I have my goals set up in here, what I'm planning to do for the year, broken down into tasks. I have my writing plan, which isn't really great right now, word count, things like that, because like I said, my focus right now is school. I've kind of set writing aside for a minute while I learn how to market my books. But my hashtags, everything is in here. My other business that I'm doing for clients and what I need to do for them. All of it in here. And I don't need to carry this around because I'm not doing that all the time. My back, even for my ink slingers, invitations and tracking, that's a group I run for authors, and tracking all of that in here. I don't need all this all the time. So I figured out that having my personal life mixed in with my business plan, right, doesn't make sense. I needed a separate place. This is the plan. This is the grand scheme of things where I'm planning to be successful. So it does need to be in a planner. However, it's not my daily to-dos. So I've been in it for about 6 months now, to this recollections planner. And it's been working great. I'm able to do my to-dos and my appointments and all of that in there. What I really like about it is it does not have a month at a glass. So I had to answer that myself. But it has a place for a routine. It has a place for monthly goals in front of each month. Maybe I can show you for this month. It has a place for notes, a place for goals for each month, a place for routines, and then it goes into the weekly view. And then it is a good place to track all of your information. These I use for my homework to make sure that I'm getting everything done in my assignments. I list them for the week and I check them off as I do it. So all of this information, then you go into, you have these different places to put different lists. And I customized it and made these different lists what I need them to be. Oh yeah, look, no workouts. But anyways, that week. So that really worked out fantabulous. So I've been carrying this little book around, which fits perfectly in my purse. And it's not like trying to get that big thing in my purse. That's worked out great. So then I wanted to find a way to journal and track my daily life, kind of, but not in here because there's no room for journaling, and that's not, I don't want to have to look for an appointment within my journaling pages, right? So I had joined Cocoa Daisy, this beautiful subscription box, and I got this month, September, I really got it dialed in. I'm going to show you the hot mess that I was doing before. But this worked out great. I put a pocket. This is my reading list for book series I'm reading. So I can cross them off as I get them because there's like 30 books. There's a place for September. I've set up a bucket list for September. So these are just blank pages. Because these are not already numbered, you can use them any way you want. I have, for this month, I've set it up to do some journaling and happy thoughts. And I'm going to track grateful thoughts, prayer lists, looking forward to, today was reflection of, those kinds of things in this area. Then when you go back here, I'm tracking my health. I have sleeping issues and whatnot. So in this section, I'm doing my diet progress, healthy habits, did I sleep, steps. I can track all of that in here. And I have enough to track a whole month's worth. I mean, there's quite a bit of pages throughout here, and you can divide it as you want. I even added a dream log because I have some really weird dreams, and they might be a great idea for stories later on. So I wanted a place to write all that. It's convenient that I can write it while I'm on the go, when I have a break at work or whatever. And I just slipped it in. I put a tie through the coil of stretchy fabric, and I just slipped it in as if it were a traveler's notebook. Works great. This is getting to be a long video. The notepad sits here. It fits right in there. I've got a clip if I need it, and these are what I write my homework assignments on, and these are actually large Post-it notes. So I pull one off and put it in for the week. I'm on break right now, so I don't need that right this second, but there's plenty of storage in this. This Recollections notebook fits right in there. It just slides in. This is a happy planner cover. Now, I just got the planner cover because this was getting pretty beat up, just being loose in my purse, rubber banded to this. So I kind of wanted to be able to just enclose it all. It snaps, but I can't do it one-handed. And this tiny little thing, let's see, fits right in my purse. I can't do that one-handed either, but you know, it goes down in there, which is lovely. So there you go. Now, one of the things we talked about in one of my planning groups was how to divide the two planners, because people were like, well, shall I keep track of my business in this planner and my personal life in this planner? How do I do it? And I shared with them that if you can't really do it that way, because if you have something time specific that you need to do for your business, it needs to be on your daily to-dos, right? So the way I divide it is, this is a plan, goal setting, breaking things down. I track my clients hourly and my billing and everything else in this, okay? What our goals are for them, their passwords. I don't need to carry their passwords around with me on a day-to-day basis. So all of this stuff is in here, my writing goals, whatever. My stats, my monthly stats, which I've gotten to do on one page now, but I was doing it, you know, your hashtag or your social media stats and whatnot. Ugh, I'm trying to get this out of here. Anyways, I was doing it with a little chart like that, and it wasn't working because I want to see my growth for the whole year. So I've gotten one sheet that I've built that I'm going to put in here now. It's going to track for the whole year. But all of that's in here. This is keeping track of stuff. This is actionable items, shopping lists, packages that I'm expecting so I can cross them off. Any goals that I've set for myself, I will take the steps and put them on a specific day here. So this is time specific. This is, I need to go get that item at the store. I have a doctor's appointment. I need to research that item today for that client, and putting it on your to-dos and getting it done so that you can check it off this list, if that makes sense. That is the best way. That is the best way I have found to divide the two, because then you always have what you need to do with you. So when my husband and I are out to dinner and he says, hey, let's go on a trip in 2 weeks, I can look at this and say, hey, I have to be at a client's at such and such a time on Saturday, so I can't go anywhere that weekend. But while we're sitting there at a restaurant having dinner, I can pull this out of my purse and know, and not have to, oh, wait till we get home, I've got to go look that up, and it just doesn't work for me. It wasn't working, and I've been doing it where I had everything in one binder for, I didn't have everything in one binder, but I've been doing it for years where I had this and my journal separate and things like that, but I didn't separate it. I have my plan and my daily to-dos, and that was not working. So for the past 6 months, I've been doing it this way. Planning it out and then putting the things in here that are action points on a specific day. And I've been very productive. I haven't missed a school assignment. I haven't missed an appointment. I haven't missed anything that I need to do. So it's working great. I'm sorry this video is so long. I'm bouncy. I'm just trying to help out. I hope that this helps you come up with some ideas and how to break it up in a way that makes sense and functions. So happy planning and have a great life. Bye.